We are continuing to follow the latest in the death of Ron Horaney. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Marangeli Lopez.
And I'm Brennan Gurley. He was a well-known Longview businessman who was gunned down in front of his home in 2016. This is what we know tonight. Nearly 8 years ago, authorities released this sketch of a person of interest at that time. We now know that this is 87-year-old Reza Kamali, who was arrested just yesterday. Officials say Kamali's arrest was part of a murder for hire plot.
According to arrest documents, Kamali hired Alfredo Lascano to kill Horaney over what's being called a family dispute. Officials had Kamali under surveillance, where he was seen meeting with Lascano in Dallas. His ID was confirmed through a traffic stop not long after that meeting.
Authorities say Lascano told his half-brother that he was going to do a job and murder someone in Longview. And last week, that half-brother identified Kamali in a photo lineup as that person who hired Lascano to kill Horaney. Kamali is being held in Gregg County Jail on a $7.5 million bond, and Lascano is in Dallas on a $10 million bond. Now, for nearly 10 years, family and friends of Horaney were left with questions as to who had killed that prominent East Texas businessman.
Yeah, a lot of questions answered with the arrests made this week. Our Jesus Martinez spent some time in Longview today talking to people who knew him and worked with him. Jesus, how are they feeling today after those developments?
Well, Matt and Brennan, as you can imagine, they feel a sense of relief and closure following these arrests. A former classmate of Horaney said he felt every emotion a human could possibly feel in that moment after he found out. Horaney left a lasting impact in the agricultural community in East Texas as well. I spoke to a board member of the Harvest Festival Livestock Show who says he gave his time and passion to the community.
Ronnie was a fun-loving man, very dedicated to his family.
Ronnie, it's the nickname given to Ron Horaney by former classmate and longtime friend Daryl Atkinson.
And Ronnie and I grew up together.
Close friends and even brothers.
We're Masonic brothers. We're Shriner brothers. We hung out together.
Atkinson still remembers the day he got the call that his friend had been killed.
Very somber. A lot of community people there, a lot of family. Of course, all his children that were there with him.
You know, I don't know, it was just shock.
Shannon Fell also remembers the day she heard the news. Her parents lived just a mile away from the Horaneys.
Anybody you know, for one, and then you're in the area, just shock.
She served alongside Horaney as board member in the Harvest Festival Livestock Show. He sat on the Finance and Scholarship Committee in his time there.
He was always helpful. Anything the kids needed, supplies, feed, that kind of stuff, which I know that was his business.
Horaney's feed store, a staple in the Longview community, which is why his murder still comes as a shock to many.
You don't believe it, and you want to try to rationalize it, what happened, what didn't happen, who did it, who didn't do it, what's going on here.
The state believes that this murder case was facilitated by money.
In court Wednesday afternoon, investigators say they believe Horaney's death was part of a murder for hire plot. Friends and family hoping this will bring some sort of closure moving forward.
Now they have answers. They can have a conclusion to what this has happened, and hopefully that can put Ronnie to rest.
Now, I was also able to speak to Miss Betty, Horaney's mom, on the phone earlier today. She declined an on-camera interview, but did tell me over the phone that she wants to thank every investigator in all this work and getting some sort of a closure for her and her family. Mara.
Thanks so much, Jesus, for that update tonight. The Gregg County Sheriff's Office does have plans to release more information Monday afternoon. We will be there and bring you the very latest, both on air and online.